That was
beautiful.
Vicky Chow playing Tomeka Reid's Lamenting G.F. And what a great performance.
And it's interesting because we were talking earlier with Vicky Chow and Rohan Chander, and Rohan was talking about breaking some of the traditional ways of using keyboard, but I think Tamika is certainly working that in a totally different way, where, forearms and just really digging into that sonic.
And inside the piano, it's really kaleidoscopic.
Yeah,
So
really beautiful. Welcome, Tamika.
it
Hi,
was
Timmy.
really beautiful.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, Vicky's going to join us too, as she gets, out of her performance mode and into this Zoom world. She'll join us as well. But we were just talking about how incredible it is that you're kind of physically interacting. You're asking Vicky to physically interact with the piano in such a beautiful and non-traditional way. That she's using her forearms and she's drawing huge sound out of the keyboard, and uh, it's fantastic.
Thank you. I did want to say that the just for the names, the last person, it wasn't Trayvon Martin. Actually, it was Tony McDade, who
Oh,
was a black trans man who was um, killed by police. Just
Thank you for
so all,
correcting. Yeah.
thanks. So yeah, I was wondering because so all four died as a result of police brutality.
yes.
Yeah, I was wondering about Trayvon there because of the
Different
different
time
case.
period and
It's
Yeah.
different,
it's
different.
unfortunate there's
I
so
mean,
many names to choose from, you know.
sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think this piece, was it premiered last May or June? When it was like right at the, I remember right after I think George Floyd was killed and right at the kind of very intense moment. Um,
Yeah. Uh, I think it was. I think it was June.
June,
I
yeah.
think it was June.
It's
Yeah.
And
very, after the kind of cascade of sound, and then there's a really meditative, to me, it feels very introspective place that Vicky goes through, that you asked Vicky to go to. Um, I don't know if there's, anything like specifically narrative about that for you, or if it's just where the piece had to go. I don't know if you want to say anything about the shape of how you built the piece. And
Yeah. I mean, I would say that that part is meant to be kind of reflective. You're just having, just having this moment of just kind of like, what the hell? I don't want to swear, but hey, Vicky.
Hey,
But
Tamika.
hey, but yeah, just having this moment, and I just told Vicky when we did work together just to let it all out, and I'm sure just even with what's recently happened in Atlanta, it's just like, um, yeah, just to kind of it's just a release. I think of it as a release, and then yeah, it releases into this kind of like calmness that just reflective and somber reflection.
yeah,
also honest. And also it feels very honest that you sort of have all of these different kinds of things that can happen in a piece, and then it just ends up with this very kind of pure chorale kind of thing, which seems so much more direct. It's really
Yeah,
very powerful.
and just simple. It's not
Yeah,
like it's all this writing, but just and then just the sameness, because it's again it's the same thing keeps happening again and again and again. So just kind of repetition at the end of just
right.
you know. So.
Vicky, I don't know if you want to share we have a different listenership this time. Maybe we're reaching a lot of people through this collaboration with MaerzMusik in Berlin. So
Mm.
they might not have heard before how you work together, but how was it for you to interface with Tamika and build this piece, and what was the process like for you?
Um, yeah, so this piece was written almost a year ago now. I just joined, so I don't know how much Tomika shared already, but um, yeah, it was extremely organic, and of course, like Tomika's a a fantastic improviser as well. And I think we talked about maybe incorporating a little bit of kind of flexibility in the score. So a lot of the sections, there are directions, but there are some flexibility as to like how many times I do a gesture, like in the pizzicato inside the piano. I do have like a set series of pitches that outline the initials of the, you know, like George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery, you know, and Black Lives Matter. And then afterwards, she did say like I can improvise on those pitches. Um, yeah, and then of course, like I did tell her that I wanted to do some inside piano playing, so she definitely wrote that in. Yeah,
I loved your setup. It's so beautiful, Vicky.
Yeah, the
it's an
lighting was so,
upgrade.
yeah, it was so
Yeah.
spectacular there.
Yeah.
So
Is
Thank
there like a
you.
sheet hanging behind you, or it's like a cloth, or?
Yeah, I just got like a photography cloth, so I just, you know, that's my ceiling. um, yeah, it's great, and I have four different LED lights, two floor lights and two that I'm on a tripod inside the piano.
I mean, it's really so exciting for performers to be staging themselves because you think, sometimes you just, okay, you land in a venue, you do a gig, and whatever their lighting is. I mean, some people obviously, maybe travel with a lighting person or something like that. But in this case, it's like you're designing the environment that you want to deliver this piece in. And I just love that, just the creativity and the sort of ownership of this is what I look like, and this is what my space looks like. And that's something kind of unique for right now. I think that people are making their own sets, and it's very, very effective, very beautiful.
Yeah, and I think it could be a medium that artists can explore more. You know, we have more direct control as to how to be presented in the environment, as you say, in the environment, the ambiance and stuff. So it could be experimented with on this online platform.
Thanks, Tomeka, so much for the piece. Thanks, Vicky, for playing. I want to thank Raulee Marcus and Stephen Black, our friends in Los Angeles, for commissioning the piece.